So by now, I guess most of you know how this works. I show you some news clips about the country in question.
Breaking news out of Pakistan.
There's a crisis in U.S.-Pakistani relations.
Mixed messaging coming from Pakistan.
Pakistan, settle your own problems.
World leaders are urging Pakistan and India to take some deep breaths.
And then I go there and see what it's like behind the headlines. But wait a second, I think this guy has some things to say.
There's one place once described as the world's most dangerous country that's offering up a pleasant surprise. Pakistan.
So should we see if we can find that pleasant surprise this man's talking about? I'm confident we're going to find something.
White paper. हमारे काम में खुश है पढ़ाई नौकरी पढ़ाई ये पान कैसे हैं
ये जो है ये
रिपोर्टिंग देंगे आप
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह शुक्र अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
More of the Pakistan that I was expecting to see.
Everyone should come in Pakistan. There's nothing wrong with it. Wonderfully peaceful now.
Good morning. Today we are heading up further into the mountains, going to a settlement that's at about 2,400 meters above sea level. We're going to meet our new friend who we met yesterday. I'll introduce you to him. And he's an interesting character. We'll ask him some questions. But here I am on the what we've been told was actually the original Silk Road right here. So how about that? And our hotel is sitting right on it. So we just took one of these little local transport. And we're gonna go to a coffee shop, but this costs I think for 2 kilometers it costs 20 rupees each. So just grabbed coffee from a coffee shop there. Now we've met up with Babar. Okay.
Yeah.
We met him on the bus yesterday coming from Islamabad to here in Abtabad, and today we're heading to a settlement up in the mountains, correct?
Yeah, it is called Nathia Gali.
Nathia Gali.
Yeah, it's about 10,000 feet above the sea level.
Right.
And it is one of the tourist destinations in Pakistan.
Okay, cool.
And we are going there.
Right.
Nick.
And there should be some nice locals to meet and
yes,
beautiful scenery.
Yeah, beautiful scenery, snow-covered mountains.
So we just stopped on the side of the road here at this local chai shop. We're gonna grab some tea. This place is called Jungle Hotel, but nice to drive through the mountains and getting up here in the pure air and not many people around. It's really quite invigorating. Don't get me wrong, I love the big cities like Karachi with 20 million people, but it's nice to have a combination of both and you know, be able to walk without dodging 20 tuk-tuks and cars and things.
बाकी चाय ठीक है
Yeah. We've just had a nice tea and we've come into the owner's little kitchen area here, and he's got quite an interesting story to tell, so we might ask him a few questions here again with Shabazz. Shabazz is going to be translating. So Shabazz, would you mind just asking if he could introduce himself firstly?
अपना नाम वगैरह बताना चाहेंगे इसमें?
मोहम्मद यूसुफ नाम है।
क्या नाम है आपका?
मोहम्मद यूसुफ।
मोहम्मद यूसुफ। So आप कितने टाइम से जो है ये business run कर रहे हैं?
15-16 साल।
So he's been running this place for like 15-16 years now.
Has he seen many changes in this region, or is it staying quite similar?
ये तो जो माजी की बनी हुई हैं वो ही है ना, अभी तो नया तमीर ही नहीं है।
So he's like in
महंगाई
this area.
अरूप पे है, लोग भूख से मर रहे हैं।
So according to him, he's like the roads been similar, like they have been like 15 or 16 years ago. There haven't been much changes in this area. He kind of also believes that there's a lot of inflation, and people are like kind of suffering from poverty in that sense as well. So yeah.
Right. He has troubles with the inflation. Other than that, does he like his life living up here? And what about in winter? It must get quite cold up here.
इस इलाके में कोई फसल ये वो चीज़ें फ्रूट ये चीज़ें नहीं होती हैं, तो फिर अगर सामान नहीं है तो हम दूसरे से कर्ज लेते हैं। ठीक
So
है।
there's like no farming in this area. You can't grow crops or vegetables and fruits in here. So what they kind of do is if they're suffering through like going through tough time in terms of financially, so they kind of borrow money from other people, and this is how they kind of like sustain themselves. If he could say one thing to the world about Pakistan, I heard him saying earlier that he knows that media has misrepresented Pakistan in the past. If people in America are watching this, or generally in the West or other countries for that matter, what would he have to say about Pakistan, and especially in recent years where it's got a lot of safety, how it's been represented?
ये हालात बराबर ही हैं तकरीबन जी। पाकिस्तान से परमन रखा है हमारा जी, मुसलमान मुल्क के परमन रखा है।
So it's a Muslim country has always been really peaceful. He doesn't think like there's been change in terms of like there's no been such major terrorism and stuff like that. So it's been peaceful throughout, he thinks. Yeah. Does he think that I'm in any danger being here?
Yeah, इंशाल्लाह नहीं होगा।
So he's like, no, I don't think he's in some kind of danger or something. It's like a peaceful place and he can roam around easily, yeah. Would he say that tourism would be a great thing to be increased for the economy and for people like him selling chai on the road and things?
जी बेहतरी फिर आएगी, बिल्कुल बेहतरी आएगी।
So he's like, yeah, this will obviously tourism will kind of increase in terms of my income as well, and kind of affect Pakistan's economy in a better way. How exactly does he think that will come about? Do you think if Pakistan is represented more positively in international media, then that would benefit the everyday man?
इंशाल्लाह फिर तकदीर बदल जाएगी ना, फिर बेहतरी आएगी।
So he's like, this will change the future and bring Pakistan on the road to betterment, and this will kind of bring in more like betterment in terms of prosperity, peace, and obviously in terms of economy as well. And just to finish off, would he consider himself a happy man?
इंशाल्लाह।
So he's like a happy and so pretty satisfied and contented with what he have in his life. Yeah. Right. Okay. Shukriya.
Okay.
Okay. Shukriya.
Okay.
So Barbar, can you tell my viewers a little bit about yourself and what you do? And
yes, Nick. I'm running my YouTube channel as a cricket analyst as well, and there is another YouTube channel which I'm running as a vlogger, travel vlogger. I'm trying to tell the world that Pakistan is the most beautiful, most scenic country in the world.
Okay.
So everyone should come in Pakistan. There's nothing wrong with it. The law and order situation is wonderfully peaceful now. Mm-hmm. People are really welcoming. They are welcoming with both hands to all the tourists from West, from US, from Canada, and from all over the world. So this summer you must visit Pakistan, and I'm creating videos in my YouTube channel, which is called Babar Hayat Vlogs, and hopefully Nick will give a link of my channel in the description.
Check it out. It's very interesting how we met. It was a complete chance incident. We both got onto this public transport and we just bumped into each other, and you happen to be a local YouTuber.
Yeah, I happen to be a local YouTuber and you are a foreign YouTuber.
I am.
Yeah. And it was, Nick, it was really strange for me that you are a foreigner and you are traveling in a public transport.
Right.
Yeah.
It's nice to get to the local kind of touch,
Yeah.
Rather than removing yourself from the local people and the culture. If you take the local transport and things, then look at this. This is what's come of that. So that's the exact reason.
This is one of the best thing you can have while you are touring some country which is a bit misunderstood.
Right.
So the best thing, viewers, about Nick is that he is, he is visiting those countries which are misunderstood in the most part of the words.
Right.
And most part of the world, and he is showing you the different cultures and the different people, different languages, different religions. He is doing a wonderful job.
You're too kind.
Yeah, he's doing a wonderful job, and also wonderful job to get people closer with each other.
Bring the world together.
Bring the world together.
One vlogger at a time.
Yeah, it is very nice to be with him, and we are going to a next place, which is a mountain area, Nathia Gali.
Okay, so we have arrived up the top in the town called Naha Gili, and it's quite picturesque. There's quite a bit of snow here, check this out. Lots of nice little guest house and things, and so apparently tonight there's forecasted more snow, so the roads will probably be inaccessible to get here tomorrow morning until they clear it out. We saw some big bulldozers with chains on the wheels to be able to clean the roads. It's very, very nice up here, relaxed, quiet, clear air, a little bit chilly, but nothing that an extra jersey won't handle. But yeah, check out these roads. And these little guest house like this all around the place, and you can see they got the fire on, nice and cozy at night time. So Babar has a drone with him, so we're very fortunate. He's gonna let us use some of the footage so you can have a look at this area here from an aerial point. Shabazz, coming from almost, the hottest place of Pakistan and Karachi.
Yeah.
What's it like to be up here in the mountains where it's you have to wear a jacket and things? Is it quite nice for a change?
It is quite nice for a change. I mean, it's a bit chilly, and I get to see the snow as well, which you don't normally get to see in Karachi. I've never seen snowfall in Karachi. It never happens, so it's kind of fun.
Do you see much of a difference between the people from South Pakistan to the people up here in the north, or are they reasonably similar?
I think they're reasonably similar, but this place is, in terms of that, less population, not too much chaos in terms of you don't get to see too much traffic, because it's kind of conditions your brain in that manner as well, because if it's too chaotic, too much work, too much traffic, it's kind of, I haven't really seen much of a difference here, but people here might be a little bit more calm.
Okay, less happening.
That's because of the environment, the surrounding around them, because it's peaceful, it's quiet, in the nature, near to the tree and mountains. Obviously, it affects your brain a much better way than the city life, obviously.
So the temperatures drop significantly here. So we come down to this local bazaar area with some restaurants here. Some guys cooking some chicken in the background. There's a huge storm coming, thunder in the background here. But the guys are going to order some food and check out this viewpoint here. Monkeys in the tree. Whoa! So what did you guys order?
We order chicken kadai. That is called, where is chicken kadai? I think it's in the plates. Yeah, this is called chicken kadai. And this is vegetable, mixed vegetable. There are 2 or 3 vegetables mixed and cooked with oil and spices. And that is also chicken, and that is cooked with spices and lot of oil.
Right.
Yeah.
You really love your oil here in Pakistan, right?
Yeah, oily and spicy food is being loved here in Pakistan. Right. Normally people use cooking oil for that.
But I think people are kind of coming on a right path now, avoiding too much oil in the food because they know how bad it is for their health. But yeah.
Yeah, because life has become a bit society here. There is not a lot of movement in everybody's life nowadays because of a lot of work and offices and all these stuff. People do not have time for exercise or gymming or jogging or walking. So that's why now people have considered eating less and eating less oil as well, so that they should, keep themselves fit.
एक ही रहने दे इधर दो गाड़ियां उधर ले लो भी वहां पे What's up doc can we rock What's up doc can we rock
So do these gentlemen work outside all year round?
Yes, they work here all year around, and even in the winters as well.
And what temperature is it here during the winter time?
Usually it's snow falling here most of the time in the winter. The mountains are fully snow covered, the roads are covered with the snow, and the temperature decreases to minus 10 or sometime minus 15 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
And so these gentlemen here generally, have they lived in this area their whole lives, or have they come from a different part of the country?
आप क्या यहीं के रहने वाले हैं, लोकल गांव देहातों के, या आप दूसरे इलाकों से?
नहीं, दूसरे इलाके से।
आप कहाँ से?
टिक्सला से।
हाँ?
टिक्सला।
This guy, he's saying that he's not locally from here. He has come from Texla, which is a place near Islamabad.
So why did he choose to come here?
ये तो बहुत पहले से आए, तकरीबन 25 साल तो हो गए, 25-30 साल तो हो गए.
He is saying that he is here from last 25 years. So he is here from 25 years.
So his parents brought him here, right?
आपके वालिदैन आपको यहाँ पे लेके आए?
नहीं,
भाई था, older brother, बड़ा भाई. His elder brother, he's saying that his elder brother was here, so he took him here 25 years ago, and now I think he's almost the local guy.
And he likes living here.
आपको यहाँ रहना पसंद है?
हाँ.
Yeah, he loves looking, living here.
And so when he's not working, what does he like to do for a hobby or for his interests out of work?
काम ही कर रहे हैं, और क्या है? काम ही तो कर रहे हैं.
उसके बाद rest करते हैं.
हाँ, उसके बाद rest.
He is saying that he has nothing as far as hobbies concerned. He's not interested in any other hobby. His work is his hobby, and when he is free, he just relax.
Right. So he's happy and content.
क्या आप खुश हैं यहाँ जिंदगी से?
हाँ, क्यों नहीं? अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह ने
Yeah,
जान दे दी है.
Yeah. He says that I'm really very happy living here, and he's very content as well. This guy is locally from here.
Does he like to see tourists arriving here? Does it make him happy to see that?
Yeah. He is saying that we are very happy to see you, and if other foreigners, people from West and other countries visit Pakistan, they will be very welcoming, and they will be very happy.
Okay. Shukriya. Thank you. So we're just going to head back to Abdabad, and Barbara has invited us to his home for a nice traditional dinner that his wife's going to cook for us. So we'll head back down the mountain, another hour or so drive, and go have some delicious dinner. Got to keep my eye out for monkeys around here. Pretty loose.
Cloud covered
Double selfie. So we literally just jumped in the car, and as soon as we jumped in the car, there was a huge snowstorm had started, and there's lightning and things. So, as I mentioned earlier, this place has got a huge snowfall forecasted for tonight. So we better get out of here before we get stranded.
I would love to stand outside and to feel the snow, and I would looking towards the skies, and snow is falling on my face.
Tomorrow is going to be the dinner at Barbara's instead of tonight, just to give his wife a bit of time to get the food ready. Shabazz is a really great guy. Please check him out on Instagram if you haven't already. He's a very, very insightful man, and I owe him a lot of thanks for showing me around this country and helping me with translations and things. So we can share these stories with you guys. A huge thank you to Shabazz and a huge thank you to Bar. Also check out his channel. He's an absolute character. He's got big plans to kind of travel around not just Pakistan but the surrounding areas, even, you know, as far as to Europe. In the next video we'll be meeting up with Bar again, and we will be going to this remote village, and it's really quite remote. We have to go to another city called Mansehra, which is up the road a little bit, and then we will jump into a four-wheel drive because the village we're heading to is quite hard to access, so you need the four-wheel drive. It's only a small town of 1,000 to 2,000 people, and it's sitting right on top of this mountain. So we'll meet some more locals, hear their stories, see some more beautiful landscapes, continue to try and, you know, break these stereotypes of people in these regions, because it's grossly out of touch with the reality here. I've just been downstairs to get some bottled water, and the guy said, "Oh no, you're a tourist, like, you know, please don't pay, you're a guest here." And you know, I do pay them. I make them take the money because it happens so frequently. You know, people are trying to pay for our transport and, you know, give us, you know, food and things, and they're so grateful to have tourists coming back in their country after so long. Of course, when you come here, use common sense. Please do your own research. Don't take everything I say as gospel. Look up things as you're traveling to different places. Don't just, you know, use my voice, but from my personal experience, I haven't had any issues in the regions I've traveled to. You know, I can't speak for every single part of the country. I can only speak from my own personal experience, but it's been stellar from my point. So in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and I'll see you in the next video. It's gonna be good.
I would love to stand outside and to, you know, feel the snow, and I would looking towards the skies, and snow is, you know, falling on my face.